Hi there guys, it's Martha Mew here, and today we have our second deck profile, and today we are showcasing the Alolan Ninetails deck that I have built up. I have my glamorous assistant, my boyfriend Matt, to just help me put down the cards while I'm being camera woman behind the camera. So Matt, can you...
Well, I did help her build this deck as well, just saying.
Yeah, we as we said in the first of our videos 2 weeks ago, we both have had a lot of input in just about all of these decks, so we both kind of know what's in here and why. So in this Ninetales deck, we'll start with the main lady herself, which is a 3-3 line of Ninetales, Vulpix and Ninetales. Can I have the Ninetales in front of you, please? That's a little bit funny, but okay, go for it. So I'm going to start up here with the Vulpix, and I'm going to explain obviously that the Vulpix on its own fits in a deck pretty damn well because Beacon. It's a free attack, costs no energy to use, and you search for 2 Pokemon. Doesn't have to be basic, doesn't have to be any other type of Pokemon, just 2 Pokemon, which is pretty amazing. So if you can start with Vulpix on your second turn, pretty damn amazing. You can just find instantly the Ninetales to evolve into, and some of the other Pokemon we will see later on as well. So yeah, a 3-3 line. I've tested it out and seems to work perfectly fine for this deck. The Ninetales itself, doing 50 damage to any of the opponent's Pokemon, but just a double colourless is pretty good. You can just hit the bench for if a Pokemon on the opponent's bench is weak, you can just slash that down 50 damage. You can also just eliminate a threat on the bench. Pretty good. Blizzard Edge, used less, but just obviously more for if you really need the damage. You discard 2 energy from the Pokemon. And
or a potential KO, depending on the state of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Really.
Its GX attack makes people don't want to hit it, because obviously moving all of the damage counters that are on this onto the opponent's Pokemon can be, I mean, for one, it heals you completely and it puts all of that damage onto the opponent's Pokemon. So I love Alolan Ninetails, a lot. So Alolan Ninetails is support cast. No.
I was going to put them there.
No, it's fine. I can see where I'm putting things because
okay.
I can see them in the viewfinder. So Alolan Ninetales is support cast is this Lapras. So I just got 2 in here. Basically just, yeah, we've got a hyper rare one. Support cast of just Lapras. If you manage to start with this one, it's also pretty good because 1 energy, draw 3 cards. It can set you up pretty well. Just getting that draw is pretty good. Also, if you do invest in putting energy on it, it's a combo between just getting the GX attack off first and then the Blizzard Burn does a total of 260 damage, and they can't switch out because obviously paralyzed. Pretty good if you ask me. Do like Lapras, and yeah, it's just a nice staple just to have as a background Pokemon in this deck. So next, moving on, we have Manaphy, which is not there for its attack at all. You've probably seen it in many water decks, just for its Aqua Tube. Anything that has a water energy on it has free retreat cost, so basically you can just switch in and out of everything. It's pretty good. Just 1 of Manaphy though, so if it ends up in your prize cards, it's ouchie. But and next we run a 2-2 line of Sandshrew and Sandslash. Sandshrew obviously not really there for anything other reason other than to evolve into Sandslash, and Sandslash just having that amazing ability of just once during your turn you can draw a card. You'd be amazing. You'd
be amazed.
Be amazed. That's the words. You'd be amazed how many times that can be useful. Just having 2 draws per turn instead of just the 1. Yeah, and it's Smash Turn, of course, just gets it out of active if you've managed to have it interactive for any reason. So yeah, often you'll just get 1 of those out and then just use the rest as discard fodder, pretty good anyway. So the next support Pokemon, I love Glaceon. Crystal Ray can be such a huge advantage, stopping any evolution Pokemon from hitting it is just amazing. And Second Bite, just if you've already done a lot of damage with Ninetails or Lapras or whatever else, Second Bite's just going to do a heap ton more damage if you can put this into active afterwards. So yeah, Glaceon just belongs in this deck as a water type. It's just amazing. I love Glaceon to bits.
This next one is
the most gimmicky card in this whole deck, and I love using it.
It's just... I give up.
So I actually love having this Cottony and Whimsicott in this deck. It's actually really difficult to take a lot of prize cards all at the same time with the Ninetales and the Glaceon combo and stuff. You can take one occasionally, but obviously you want to be taking more. So the thing with the Whimsicott is obviously you don't use the second attack because there's no fairy energy in this deck whatsoever. But Wages of Fluff just is a colourless energy. And if the defending Pokemon is knocked out during your next turn, you take 2 more prize cards. That's right, guys. So if you use Wages of Fluff and they do not switch out, or even if they do switch out, Alolan Ninetails can snipe it on their bench and knock it out if it's only got 50 HP left. You can take 2 more prize cards. So even if their Pokemon that this is attacking is a standard Pokemon like Whimsicott and not a GX or EX, you will be taking 3 prize cards for that. If it is a Pokemon GX or EX, you will be taking 4, which is hilariously gimmicky, and I absolutely love any time I can get this Whimsicott off. It's got free retreat, which is awesome, so you can do the attack and run. Even if they manage to, I mean, it's only got 80 HP, even if they kill this Whimsicott in the turn that it's after it's used Wages of Fluff, the effect is obviously still there, and so you come in with something that can hit hard and knock something out, and yeah, bye-bye.
And if your opponent does take it out, you just force a 7 prize game.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So it slows down your opponent from winning.
Okay, so those Pokemon altogether, we have 4 DCEs in the deck, which basically go straight on to the Glaceon or the Ninetails, as they're the 2 primary Pokemon that use it. We generally don't need it on the Sandslash or anything else, because you know you're not going to be attacking with them. And then I think there was 8 basic energy, which isn't a lot, but yeah, we've got trainer cards to help with that. So once you've got the energy on there, they're hopefully going to stay there unless you use Ninetales as attack, which is pretty hefty. I know there's trainer cards, just normal trainer cards that help with that particular thing, but I'm going to go through the supporters first. So we've got a one-off Pokemon Ranger. So now going back to effects in Pokemon, so you've got the effect on Lapras where if you use its big Blizzard Burn, it can't attack during the next turn. Pokemon Ranger removes that effect, so it's pretty good. The other thing this will do is if you use it in the same turn that you were going to attack with Blizzard Edge on Ninetales, which would usually discard 2 energy from the Pokemon, Pokemon Ranger again gets rid of that effect, so you don't lose 2 energy. Pretty awesome, which obviously is very helpful because you need to preserve energy in the deck. I tend to, if I get this into my hand, I try to keep it as long as possible until you can use it at the most opportune time. So we've got standard, Lysander, pretty standard in most decks these days. 2 Skylar, again standard in decks, and a Misty's just as like discard something, you get a chance of 8 cards and you can choose anything. I mean, as long as you don't want another supporter, Misty's is pretty good. And because there aren't many supporters in this deck, Misty's is actually surprisingly good because you will find that you want one of the trainer cards. So finding Pokemon wise, trainer cards, we've got 3 of Nest Ball. Just finds a basic Pokemon, puts it onto the bench. So primary target I find with these is going to be Glaceon or Manaphy, or possibly Alolan Vulpix if you've not managed to find it yet.
Or if you want to be janky.
Or if you want to be really janky, just the Cottony. We've got 3 Ultra Ball, again just to find Pokemon. Obviously that can find the Ninetales or the Sand Slash, or the Whimsicott, so anything that's evolved, because there are a few more in this. Because there are so few energy, we need Professor's Letter in this deck pretty desperately, which obviously finds 2 energy from the deck.
2 basic energy.
Yeah, we know. And if you have to discard energy for any reason, Aqua Patch is there to save the day. Gets a water energy from your discard pile and puts it straight onto one of your bench Pokemon. Any bench Pokemon, not basic, not, you know, nothing special like that, just any bench Pokemon. And this is why we have Energy Switch, because it gets it onto a bench Pokemon. So maybe you don't want it on the bench Pokemon, you want it on an active Pokemon. Well, you can put it on the bench and then use an Energy Switch. Pretty good. Because there's so few Sporters in this deck, 2 Versus Seeker, so you can reuse them. Obviously adds 2 supporters to anything. Choice Band, check that on the Glaceon, and its Crystal Ray is now doing 100 damage during the X or GX. Check it on the Alolan Ninetails, and its Ice Blade's doing 80 to the active. And obviously Blizzard Burn's doing a huge 190, which is big. We got Random 2 Enhanced Hammers, which is obviously helpful just for disrupting your opponent. Special charges there because DCE may need to go back into the deck if you've managed to discard it for Ninetales' attack, but you need the energy to go back into your deck. Energy retrieval for the stages where you haven't got a Aqua Patch and you just need energy to put on return into your hand, and a random Max Elixir, which is hugely probably not going to be getting off because there's so few energy, but you know.
If you do get it off, it speeds up the deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's actually, in a sense, it's a one-off that's kind of crucial at the same time, but it can make a huge difference.
Thank you guys for watching my deck profile on Alolan Ninetales. We will move on to, I think, Decidueye in 2 weeks, so we look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye everyone.
Bye.